Hey everyone, what is up? Welcome back to the channel. I am so excited for today's video. You have no idea. We're going to be talking about America, the good old US of A. Now, you might think you know everything there is to know about this country, right? You've seen the movies, you've heard the songs, maybe you even live here. But I promise you, I've dug up some facts today that are going to make you go, wait, what? Seriously? These are the kinds of things that they just don't teach you in history class, and trust me, some of these are going to blow your mind. Even my American friends watching this, get ready to be surprised. We're talking about things that are hiding in plain sight, little details and massive truths that are just wild. It's like finding out your whole life that the quiet neighbor next door is secretly a retired international spy. That's the level of surprise we're aiming for today. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a little weird, and you're definitely going to learn something new. So grab a snack, get comfortable, because we are about to dive into 10 surprising facts about America that you probably didn't know. I'm so pumped for this. Are you ready? Let's do it! Let's get into the first one right now. What? Alright, let's kick things off with a real shocker. Get this! The United States doesn't have an official language at the federal level. I know, right? You'd think for sure it would be English, but nope, nothing. It's never been officially declared. This is actually pretty amazing when you think about it. It speaks volumes about the country's roots as a melting pot. From the very beginning, it's been a place where people from all over the world come together, bringing their languages and cultures with them. It's a beautiful mess, and I love it. Think about it. You can walk through a city like New York and hear dozens of different languages in just a few blocks. Spanish, Mandarin, Russian, Haitian Creole, you name it. While English is obviously the most commonly spoken language and is used for government and business, the fact that there's no official one on the books is a powerful statement. It's a nod to the incredible diversity that truly makes up the fabric of America. It's not just one voice, it's a whole choir. It's pretty cool, you have to admit. Okay, next up. If I asked you which US state has the longest coastline, what would you say? Your mind probably jumps to sunny California, right? Or maybe Florida, with its endless beaches wrapping all the way around. Maybe even Texas on the Gulf. Well, get ready to have your mind blown because the answer is Alaska. And it's not even close, people. It's not like it won by a little bit. It's a total knockout victory. Alaska's coastline is longer than all of the other 49 states' coastlines combined. I had to read that twice when I found it. It sounds completely made up, but it's true. We're talking over 66,000 miles of coastline when you include all the islands, inlets, and bays. That's insane. California has about 3,400 miles, and Florida has around 8,400. Alaska just looks at them and laughs. It's because of all those thousands of islands in the Aleutian chain and the super jagged, intricate coastline. It's a reminder that America's geography is full of these wild, unexpected surprises. The last frontier, for real. Alright, let's talk money. Big money. The United States is home to the world's largest economy by a long shot. We all kind of know America is a big deal economically, but the scale is just staggering. Think of it like this. The US economy is the heavyweight champion of the world, and it's been wearing the belt for a very, very long time. What happens here with the US dollar and on Wall Street doesn't just stay here. It creates ripples that are felt in every corner of the globe. When the US economy is doing well, it can lift up markets in Europe and Asia. But when it sneezes, the rest of the world catches a cold. It's a huge responsibility, really. This economic power comes from a mix of things: innovation in places like Silicon Valley, massive agricultural output from the heartland, and just the sheer size of its consumer market. It's a complex, powerful engine that pretty much drives the financial train for the entire planet. It's a lot to wrap your head around, but it's a fact that shapes our world every single day. Okay, from the world economy to something a little more spirited. This one is just fun. In the great state of Kentucky, there are more barrels of bourbon aging in warehouses than there are people living in the state. Let that sink in for a second. More barrels of delicious caramel-colored whiskey than human beings. That is my kind of statistic, ladies and gentlemen. As of last year, we're talking over 12 million barrels of bourbon just chilling out, getting better with age, compared to about 4.5 million Kentuckians. That's almost 3 barrels for every man, woman, and child. Can you imagine? It paints such a funny picture. It's like the barrels are the true citizens of Kentucky and the people are just there to look after them. These giant warehouses called rickhouses are stacked floor to ceiling with these barrels. It's a testament to how iconic bourbon is to Kentucky's identity and its economy. It's not just a drink, it's a way of life, and apparently, it's a very popular one. Cheers to you, Kentucky! This next one is a real estate deal that would make any modern billionaire jealous. In 1867, the United States bought the entire territory of Alaska from the Russian Empire. We already established how huge Alaska is, right? So, how much do you think they paid for all that land, all that coastline, all those resources? Brace yourselves. The grand total was $7.2 million. That sounds like a lot for back then, but when you break it down, it comes out to about 2 cents an acre. 2 cents? I mean, you can't even buy a gumball for 2 cents today. People at the time actually thought it was a terrible deal. They called it Seward's Folly after the Secretary of State who arranged it. They thought he'd just bought a giant, useless icebox. Can you imagine how wrong they were? They had no idea about the gold, the oil, and the incredible natural beauty they had just acquired for pocket change. It has to be one of the most lopsided, unbelievable bargains in the history of the world. Russia must still be kicking themselves over that one. All right, for all my fellow bookworms and knowledge seekers out there, this one's for you. Where do you think the largest library in the world is? The famous Library of Alexandria? The British Library? Nope, it's right in Washington, D.C. The Library of Congress is the biggest library on the planet, and it is gigantic. We're not just talking about books. It holds millions of recordings, photographs, maps, and manuscripts. It's the ultimate treasure chest of human knowledge and creativity. The sheer numbers are mind-boggling. It has over 173 million items. It has something like 838 miles of bookshelves. If you were to lay them end to end, they would stretch from Washington, D.C. all the way to Chicago. It's the nation's library, and its mission is to make its resources available to the American people and the world. It's got everything from one of the first printed books, the Gutenberg Bible, to a massive collection of comic books. It's a powerful symbol of the importance of preserving history, knowledge, and culture for everyone. Let's shift gears from quiet libraries to some of the most powerful and honestly terrifying weather on Earth. The United States has the unfortunate distinction of having more tornadoes than any other country in the world, by a lot. On average, the U.S. gets hit with over 1,200 tornadoes every single year. Most of these touch down in a region famously known as Tornado Alley in the central part of the country. But honestly, they can happen in any state. It's a dramatic and frightening part of life for many Americans. You have this unique geography where cool, dry air from the Rockies collides with warm, moist air from the Gulf of Mexico, and it creates the perfect explosive recipe for these destructive storms. The sky can turn a dark, eerie green, and then you hear that sound, often described as a freight train, and you know you have to take cover. It's a powerful and humbling reminder of the sheer force of nature. This next fact is one that honestly just fills you with a sense of awe and inspiration. On July 20th, 1969, the entire world held its breath and watched as an American astronaut, Neil Armstrong, became the first human being to ever walk on the surface of the moon. That iconic moment, those famous words, "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind," echoed across the globe. It was a monumental achievement, not just for America, but for all of humanity. I mean, think about the sheer audacity of it. The dream of reaching for the stars, made real by incredible ingenuity, courage, and a national will to do something that had never been done before. The Apollo 11 mission was the culmination of a decade of intense work by hundreds of thousands of people. It showed what is possible when people come together to push the boundaries of exploration. It really remains one of the most inspiring moments in human history and a powerful symbol of American ambition and discovery. No way! Okay, this next one is a comparison that I just love because it's so unexpected. What do you think America has more of? McDonald's restaurants or museums? We all know there's a McDonald's on, seemingly every corner, right? The Golden Arches are everywhere. So the answer has to be McDonald's, no question. Well, you would be wrong. Believe it or not, there are more museums in the United States than McDonald's and Starbucks locations combined. Let that sink in for a second. The official number from the Institute of Museum and Library Services is over 35,000 museums. That's more than double the number of McDonald's restaurants. This includes everything from the huge, famous museums like the Met in New York, to small, quirky local history museums, science centers, art galleries, and children's museums. It's a fantastic statistic because it totally challenges the stereotype that America is only about fast food and consumerism. It shows a deep, widespread commitment to preserving culture, history, and art in communities all across the country. And for our final fact, let's talk about the ultimate symbol of America, the flag. The Stars and Stripes. It looks so classic, so permanent, right? But the American flag has actually gone through a whole bunch of makeovers. The design we know today is not the original. In fact, the flag has been officially changed 27 times throughout the nation's history. That's a lot of redesigns. I mean, I can barely decide on a new phone background. Every time a new state or states were added to the Union, a new star, and sometimes a new stripe, had to be added to the flag. It started with 13 stars and 13 stripes for the original colonies. Then it went to 15 stars and 15 stripes. Then they realized adding stripes was going to get crazy, so they went back to 13 stripes to honor the original colonies and decided to just add a star for each new state. The current 50-star flag is the longest-running version in U.S. history, dating back to 1960 when Hawaii became a state. The flag itself tells the story of the nation's growth. And that's a wrap! 10 facts about America that hopefully taught you something new and maybe even made you say whoa out loud. I know I did when I was researching these, from having no official language to having more bourbon barrels than people in Kentucky. It just goes to show you that there are always surprising layers to uncover, no matter how much you think you know about a place. It's a country full of quirks, incredible history, and mind-boggling stats. I had so much fun sharing these with you. Now I want to hear from you. What was your favorite fact from the list? Was there one that completely shocked you? Let me know down in the comments below. Also, if you know another cool, surprising fact about the United States, share it. I love reading your comments and learning new things from you guys. Let's get a whole conversation going and see what other amazing facts we can dig up together. It'll be like our own little fun fact community down there. Thank you all so much for watching and hanging out with me today. If you had fun and want to see more videos like this, filled with fun facts and interesting stories, do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to ring the notification bell so you don't miss the next one. It means the world to me. Thanks again, everyone. You're the best. I'll see you in the next video.